What's going on, guys? Welcome on back. Happy Friday to all. It is the first of the month, August 1st. We have a 15-game Major League Baseball slate on tap for today. Nothing to recap. Took the day off yesterday. I don't even need to say it. You guys already know the rules. 15 games on tap for today. Tons of money to be made. Guys, look for our play of the day. The one game I'm going to recommend to you more than any. Also, at the end of the video, our 4 parlay plays of the day. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright guys, first game of the day, 12:40 start. We got the Atlanta Braves in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. This series got underway yesterday and the Braves won a score of 11-10 in overtime. In this game today, the right-handed pitcher Elder on the mound for the Braves. He's 4-7 with a 6.29 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Brady Singer on the mound for the Reds. He's 8-8 with a 4.60 ERA. In this game today, what I'm looking at is this Braves team. I do feel yesterday's game was a bit of an outlier offensively for them. Since the All-Star break, they're batting .223 as a team. Looking at Brady Singer, the starting pitcher for the Reds in this game today. He's been very good at home this year. 11 home starts, ERA of 3.50. Then we look at the Cincinnati Reds team. They're a top 10 team in the league versus right-handed pitching. They're batting .255. Then when we look at Elder, the starting pitcher for the Braves, his last 8 starts, he has an ERA above 8. In this game today, the books have the Reds as the betting odd favorites, and we're rolling with them. Give me the Cincinnati Reds on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5 in this one, and we like the under 9.5 total runs. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 1 Brave, 1 Red. Give me Matt Olson of the Braves, Ellie De La Cruz of the Reds, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props now. Both of the starting pitchers in this game's line is set at 4.5, and we're playing Elder of the Braves to go over 4.5 Ks. Singer of the Reds over 4.5 strikeouts as well. Alright, on after that, guys, we got the Baltimore Orioles in Chicago taking on the Cubs. The left-handed pitcher Rogers on the mound for the Orioles. He's 4-1 with a 1.49 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Horton on the mound for the Cubs. He's 4-3 with a 3.67 ERA. In this game today, what I'm looking at is this. This Orioles team yesterday during the deadline traded away a few of their bats. Then when we look at this Orioles team on top of that, they're a below average team this season, but on the road they're much worse. Their batting average dropped significantly from their home games to their road games. They're batting .225 this season on the road. Then when we look at this Chicago Cubs team, they have one of the best records at home this year, 33-19 home record. Then we look at their starting pitcher for the Cubs, Horton. 6 home starts this season. He has an ERA of 2.10. Rogers, the starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles, has been excellent this year. He has a 1.49 ERA. But the trade-off to that is when we look at this Cubs team versus left-handed pitching. They're top 10 in the league versus lefties. They're batting .251 this season. On top of that, they have hit the second most home runs off of lefties out of any team in the majors. They have hit 44 home runs this year off of left-handed pitching. In this game today, the books have the Cubs as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and I like the over in this game today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this game. Give me Henderson of the Orioles, as well as Suzuki and Happ of the Cubs. All 3 batsmen, 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. Both of these starting pitchers' lines are set at 4.5, and I like both of them to go over in this game today. Rogers of the Orioles over 4.5 strikeouts. Horton of the Cubs over 4.5 Ks today. Alright, on after that, we got the Detroit Tigers in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. The right-handed pitcher Jack Flannery's on the mound for the Detroit Tigers. He's 6-10 with a 4.51 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Suarez on the mound for the Phillies. He's 8-4 with a 2.59 ERA. In this game today, I'm looking at a few things really pulling me in 2 different directions really. I'm looking at this Detroit Tigers team. They're coming off of a good offensive series against the Diamondbacks a few days ago. Granted, it was at home. It was a home series for them. They play much better at home this year. Their numbers drop significantly on the road. Jack Flannery's on the mound for the Detroit Tigers. The same situation for him. He pitches much better at home than on the road. His ERA on the road this season is at 4.35. Also, Jack Flannery is top 10 in the league in home runs allowed. Then when we look at Suarez, the left-handed pitcher for the Phillies, his last 10 starts, he has an ERA of 2.07 in this game today. The books have the Phillies as the betting odd favorites, and we're rolling with them. We're playing the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and we're taking the under in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. 1 Tiger, 1 Philly. Give me Tolkerson of the Tigers, Schwarber of the Phillies, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props now. Both of the starting pitchers' lines are set at 5.5, and I like both of them to go over in this game. Flannery of the Tigers over 5.5 strikeouts. Suarez of the Phillies over 5.5 Ks today. Alright guys, on after that, we got the Milwaukee Brewers in Washington taking on the Nationals. In this game today, the left-handed pitcher Quintana's on the mound for the Brewers. He's 7-4 with a 3.50 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Mitch Parker on the mound for the Nats. He's 7-10 with a 4.91 ERA. Like I said, 2 left-handed pitchers on the mound today. The Brewers are top 5 in the league versus lefties. They're batting .268 this season. The Nationals, bottom 5 in the league versus left-handed pitching. They're batting .222 as a team. Looking at Quintana on the road this season, he's been very good. He has an ERA of 2.25 in 8 road starts. Mitch Parker, his last 5 starts, he's been bad. He has an ERA of 5.53. In this game today, getting straight to it, we're playing the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and we like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 2 Milwaukee Brewers. Give me Contreras as well as Cheerios, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props. Both of the starting pitchers in this game's line is set at 3.5. We're playing Quintana of the Brewers to go under 3.5 Ks. Parker of the Nationals, we're taking his over in this game. Over 3.5 strikeouts. Alright, next up, guys, it will be 2 games. The Kansas City Royals in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. And the Houston Astros in Boston taking on the Red Sox. These 2 plays, I'm going to wait until the official starting pitchers are listed. And I will put them in the pinned comments. Right now, I've seen a bunch of sites giving us some pitchers listed. The only reason I'm not going off of that, these type of things have been killing us this season, where I'm seeing on a few sites, like today I'm looking at it, the Blue Jays have Guzman listed as their starting pitcher. This has happened to us a few times where they list the starting pitcher and like 2 hours, 3 hours before the game, they change the pitcher and it just ruins everything. So these 2 games, as soon as I get the starting pitchers officially listed, I will put them in the pinned comments. On after that, AL Central matchups starting up here. We got the Minnesota Twins in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. The right-handed pitcher Joe Ryan on the mound for the Twins. He's 10-5 with a 2.82 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Williams on the mound for the Guardians. He's 6-4 with a 3.51 ERA. This Twins team is another team that was sellers at the deadline yesterday. They traded away a few key arms in their bullpen and also a few bats from their lineup. On top of that, they will have no Byron Buxton playing today again for them. Disregarding all of those things, this Twins team had been struggling offensively on the road all year. They're batting just .230 as a team. This now we put into fact that they traded away Carrera, I think Wallner, and now, like I said, also no Byron Buxton. Then when we look at this Guardians team, since the All-Star break, they've been one of the best teams offensively in the majors. They're batting .275 since the break. Then when we look at Williams, he's been very good this year for the Guardians. His last 10 starts, he has an ERA of 2.80 in this game today. The books have the Minnesota Twins as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Cleveland Guardians on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and we're taking the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking 2 Guardians. Give me Naylor as well as Manzardo, both to have 2 total in this game today. On to the pitching props. We're taking both of the starting pitchers in this game to go over their line. Both of their lines are set at 5.5, and we're playing Joe Ryan of the Twins to go over 5.5 Ks. Williams of the Guardians over 5.5 strikeouts. Alright, but on after that, guys, we got the New York Yankees in Miami taking on the Marlins. The left-handed pitcher rolled down on the mound for the Yankees. He's 11-7 with a 3.18 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Junk on the mound for Miami. He's 5-2 with a 3.28 ERA. Looking at both of these teams on the trade deadline yesterday, the Yankees added a lot of good arms to their bullpen, which was the weakest spot on the team for them. The Miami Marlins team did trade away a few of their pieces. The best player they got rid of was Sanchez. In this game today, what I'm looking at is this Miami Marlins team in their last 10 games is 6-4. They've been very good. The key thing about that good winning streak for them was most of those games were on the road. This year, the Marlins have been one of the best road teams in the majors. The only thing about this game, it is not a road game. It is a home game. They've been terrible at home this year. All of their numbers drop at home. The biggest deciding factor for me in this game is this Miami Marlins team, bottom 5 in the league versus left-handed pitching this season. Their last 8 games where a left-handed pitcher started, they're 1-7. In this game today, the Yankees are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 1 Yankee, 1 Marlin. Give me Jazz Chisholm of the Yankees and Stowers of the Miami Marlins, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Rodon of the Yankees to go under his line, under 5.5 strikeouts. Junk of the Marlins, I'm taking his over 3.5 Ks today. Alright guys, moving along. We got the San Francisco Giants in New York taking on the Mets. The left-handed pitcher Robbie Ray on the mound for the Giants. He's 9-5 with a 2.93 ERA. The left-handed pitcher David Peterson on the mound for the Mets. He's 7-4 with a 2.83 ERA. In this game today, what we're looking at is this Giants team continues to be one of the worst offensive teams in the majors, especially versus left-handed pitching. They're bottom 5 in the league as well versus lefties this year. They're batting .218 as a team. Then when we look at Peterson, the Mets left-handed pitcher, at home, he's been dominant this year. He has an ERA of 1.90. We look at this Mets bullpen. They've gotten better in the last 7 days. On top of yesterday, they added a bunch of more arms to that bullpen, including one of the Giants' best bullpen arms they made a trade for with them. In this game today, the Mets are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 7, and I like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're playing 1 Giant, 1 Met. Give me Matt Chapman of the Giants and Juan Soto of the Mets, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props now. I like both of the starting pitchers in this game to go over their line. Robbie Ray of the Giants over 5.5 strikeouts. Peterson of the Mets over 4.5 Ks today. Alright guys, this next game up will be our play of the day, the game of the day that I'm going to recommend to you more than any. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers in Tampa Bay taking on the Rays. The left-handed pitcher Kershaw on the mound for the Dodgers. He's 4-2 with a 3.62 ERA. Shane Baz, the right-handed pitcher on the mound for the Rays. He's 8-7 with a 4.61 ERA. Looking at this Dodgers team, they have been in some type of a slump since the All-Star break. Even the week before the All-Star break is when it really started. Nevertheless, versus right-handed pitching, they've been dominating this year. They're batting .255 this year versus righties, which is top 10 in the league, and also have 114 home runs to go along with it. Off of right-handed pitchers, which is top 5 in the majors. Then when we look at this Tampa Bay Rays team, they've been one of the worst teams in the majors since the All-Star break. On top of that, versus left-handed pitching this year, they've been terrible. They're batting just .220 as a team. Then when we look at their bullpen, since the All-Star break as well, they have an ERA of 6.17. Shane Baz this year, in his home games at Steinbrenner Field, has an ERA close to 7. It's at 6.87. In this game today, the Dodgers are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and we like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this game. Give me Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers. And we're taking Brandon Lowe of the Tampa Bay Rays. All 3 batsmen, 2 total bases in this game. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Kershaw of the Dodgers to go over his line, over 3.5 strikeouts. Baz, I'm taking his under in this one, under 5.5 Ks today. Alright guys, on after that, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates in Colorado taking on the Rockies. The left-handed pitcher, Haney's on the mound for the Pirates. He's 5-9 with a 4.79 ERA. The right-handed pitcher, Senzatella, on the mound for the Rockies. He's 4-14 with a 6.68 ERA. And this one, we're going to waste no time. We're getting straight to it. The books have the Pirates as the betting odd favorites in this game. And we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Colorado Rockies on the money line. The game total is set at 11.5, and I like the under in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 2 Colorado Rockies. Give me Doyle and Beck of the Rockies, both to have 2 total. On to the pitching props now. I like both of the starting pitchers in this game to go over their lines in this one. Haney of the Pirates over 4.5 strikeouts. Senzatella of the Rockies over 3.5 Ks today. Alright guys, on after that, we got the Chicago White Sox in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. The right-handed pitcher Shane Smith on the mound for the White Sox. He's 4-7 with a 4.26 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Anderson on the mound for the Angels. He's 2-6 with a 4.41 ERA. In this game today, what I'm looking at is this. Since the All-Star break, this White Sox team offensively has been very good, especially versus left-handed pitching. The one big thing to know is this with this White Sox team. It doesn't matter who they see on the road, they do not hit. They're offensively struggling on the road this year. They're batting just .225. Then when we look at Anderson, the starting pitcher for the Angels, 10 home starts this year. He has an ERA of 3.19. Then we look at Shane Smith, the starting pitcher for the White Sox. On the road this season, he has an ERA of 7.40. In this game today, the Los Angeles Angels are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and we like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 2 Angels. Give me Mike Trout as well as Zach Neto, both to have 2 total in this game today. On to the pitching props. We only have 1 starting pitcher's line in this game. That's Anderson of the Angels, and we're playing his over. Over 3.5 Ks today. Alright guys, on after that, we got the St. Louis Cardinals in San Diego taking on the Padres. The left-handed pitcher Liberatore on the mound for St. Louis. He's 6-8 with a 4.04 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Pivetta on the mound for the San Diego Padres. He's 10-4 with a 2.81 ERA. What we're looking at is this in this one. This St. Louis team continues to be a Jekyll and Hyde team. At home, they're very good this year. On the road, completely trash. Offensively, in the last week, they've been struggling. They're batting just .210 as a team. Whereas this Padres team, offensively, in the last 7 days, are heating up. They're batting .290 as a team. Then when we look at Liberatore, his last 5 starts, his ERA is up above 5.50. It's at 5.68. Then when we look at this Padres team this year versus left-handed pitching, they're top 10 in the league. They're batting .250 as a team versus left-handed pitching. Pivetta, the starting pitcher for the Padres. This will be a home start for him. He's been dominant at home. 11 home starts this year, ERA of 2.05. In this game today, the Padres, who just shored up their bullpen even more, are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and I like the over in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 2 Padres. Give me Manny Machado as well as Jackson Merrill, both to have 2 total in this game. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Liberatore, the starting pitcher of the Cardinals, to go over his line. Over 3.5 strikeouts. Pivetta of the Padres, I'm taking his under in this one. Under 6.5 Ks today. Alright guys, this next game is the Arizona Diamondbacks in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. This is another game where they have not officially listed one of the starting pitchers. That is the starting pitcher for the Athletics. We do know Kelly will be on the mound for the Diamondbacks, but like I told you guys earlier, we're not going to no longer let them play the okie doke on us where they're listing the starting pitcher on all the sites, and then a few hours before the game they change it on us, and the whole play should be different. So as soon as the official starting pitchers are listed, I will put this game's plays in the pinned comments. Alright guys, final game of the day. We got the Texas Rangers in Seattle taking on the Mariners. The right-handed pitcher Leiter on the mound for the Rangers. He's 7-6 with a 4.09 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Logan Gilbert on the mound for Seattle. He's 3-4 with a 3.36 ERA. This series got kicked off yesterday. Seattle won a score of 6-0. In this game today, we're getting straight to it. The books have the Mariners as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and we like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 2 Seattle Mariners. Give me Kyle Raleigh as well as Julio Rodriguez, both to have 2 total bases in this game today. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Leiter, the starting pitcher for the Rangers, to go over his line. Over 4.5 strikeouts. Gilbert of the Mariners, I'm taking his under in this game. Under 5.5 Ks today. Alright guys, before we get up out of here, our 4 parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first one. It's a 6-leg game parlay. Our first place will be the Chicago Cubs on the money line, as well as the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line. We're then going to follow it up with the New York Yankees on the money line, as well as the Yankees Miami Marlins game total to go over 7.5 total runs. And we wrap it up with the Dodgers and the Padres on the money line. All 6 legs, $5 bet pays $110. On after that, guys, we have a 5-leg game parlay where we start off with 4 money line picks. Those picks being the Cleveland Guardians, the New York Mets, the Colorado Rockies, and the Los Angeles Angels. And we wrap up the play with the Texas Rangers Seattle Mariners game total to go over 7.5 total runs. All 5 legs, $5 bet pays $130. On after that, guys, we have our 2 home run parlays. We start off with our first one. It's a 3-leg home run parlay. Our first play will be Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies. We then followed up with Manny Machado of the Padres, and we wrap it up with O'Neal Cruz of the Pirates. All 3 gentlemen, dollar bet pays $120. Alright, and on after that, this will be our final home run parlay play of the day. It's another 3-leg home run parlay. This one has a very good odds on it. We start off with Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers. We then play Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels, and we wrap it up with Brent Rooker of the Athletics. All 3 gentlemen, dollar bet pays $85 flat. Once again, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. You guys know I respect you all. I appreciate you all. It's the first of the month. Bills are due. It's a Friday. I hope we all can win some money today. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.